us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back to pass, it's Young. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And that one's incomplete. And this defense has forced a couple of incompletions, and now with a chance to get off the field on 3rd and 10. Got it, looking for the first down. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He breaks a tackle. At the 45 on its way. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
looking for a physical attack from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. The run from the shotgun. There he goes. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Drills him with the stiff. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Stewart. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but...
Oh, a lot of space. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll give it to him again. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Stewart. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. complete to start this drive. They stripped it out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Michigan. And they turn it in. Defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air, it's Young. Quarterback moving. He's going to fire to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. The give on the inside. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Bunch formation for these receivers. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Running the daylight from inside his 25. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw it, Stewart. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Unloads it left. He's got it. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He wants to change this route. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it was a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, in this situation, they're in almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Young. Finds his man, it's Pena. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the sticks, it's Tate. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Caught near the sticks, it's Pena. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this 2nd half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here after the first drive of the 2nd.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Hauls it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Got his man on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Man, it's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block, or you just slip them out, find a little hole in the defense, feature him, throw it up, let him go get it. Nice job by the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun, the inside give. Hard running there. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tate. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to throw, it's Young. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Touchdown, Michigan. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the fourth quarter, tie ball game, who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
That makes the score Michigan 31, Texas Tech 24.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Young. Throwing right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Now adjusting. On a little time, lets it go. Out of the backfield, he's open. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Third down play from the gun. Rushes on him. Intercepted to stop the threat. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Stewart. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the left. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Wolverines are on the move. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. to the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Dropping back, it's Stewart. He rifles one deep to the left. Touchdown, Wolverines! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's picked off for the third time today. He can be dangerous with the ball.